Hello everybody and welcome back once more to Ace Attorney. I'm TheOutbackAl.
I'm Hot for Justice.
I'm Yin&Jung.
I'm GBU.
I'm NV Jitters.
I'm Cece.
And I'm Kozi.
And we're just speeding right on into the other trial of Miles Edgeworth that he just had to have.
Oh, Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Court is adjourned.
Is it though?
He takes Edgeworth out to the lobby. You son of a bitch, what do you think you're doing?
7:28, 2:24 p.m. District Court, just run to lobby number 2.
Phoenix still has that gun in his pocket, right?
Yeah.
Now you're gonna go back in there and say you didn't do it.
Why not just go in and be like, Yana, I think my guy's a little crazy.
I was saying that. Your Honor, my client has brain damage.
I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all your effort.
Yeah, well, this is something you talked to your lawyer about before.
Mr. I gotta switch
He
voices.
I guess kinda. But
Yeah.
he didn't say he was gonna bring this up.
Mr. Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad?
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective.
Oh my god.
But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished.
Oh my
Look,
god.
under any other
me, Daddy.
under any other
Please,
circumstances, I would be down for this, but not today, Edgeworth.
Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
No,
That's
it's
not even
really
remotely
not.
true.
Murder is a specific thing.
Yes, yes it is.
This is crazy. Just crazy, I tell you.
Right, Gumshoe's right. He's crazy. We get him off on insanity.
Nick, what are you doing?
Looking for a new boyfriend. What? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready.
Your case? For what?
Weren't you paying attention?
Eh? Oh, isn't it obvious? I'm gonna get Miles off again. Huh?
And then one more time after the trial, right?
Oh, hell yeah.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. I mean, he confessed that he did it. In court.
But it was a dream.
Yeah, it's a false confession. We can make that work. I'm sorry, Edgy Baby. But I don't believe you, nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. But you know what is real? Me and you. The truth is right here in the court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
You're damn right I'm right. 7:28, 2:30 p.m. District Court. Number 3.
Oh, different. I think.
No, it's the same one.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial.
This is a new trial, technically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed to his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, through pointless, let the defense do the cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the DO6 incident runs out today.
So is that like a midnight thing, or like we should have run out already?
But what time do the courts close?
5?
Yeah.
Well, it all depends on trials. They can usually stay open until like maybe 8 or 9.
No, this is the last day. So,
Oh, yeah.
we got 2.5 hours.
Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book.
Hold up. So I just want to be clear that you do not run any other trial by the book, and therefore, like, have just admitted to trial handling.
Wow. I see. Does the defense have any objections?
Although, yeah, to all of it. But, you know, nah, we're good. Fine karma. You asswipe. You knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
That's my favorite swear word.
Asswipe?
Yeah.
Asswipe.
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Will the witness state their name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key. but only if I can get it to work. The gun.
Please, please.
Please, Mia, come back.
Mm.
The DL6 incident.
That day, I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and I threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day.
You threw it!
That's all.
Yeah, you didn't even know it was a gun, and it was accidental discharge at best, so...
This is manslaughter at worst, which they probably wouldn't even bother with.
No. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream?
We were stuck in the elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
Yeah, if the
It's so fucking stupid.
if the
It's
ox-
not an airtight thing.
yeah, if the oxygen ran out, you'd be dead.
Or you'd have brain damage, which, hey, is a pretty good case.
Or
Yeah.
the gun wouldn't have gone off!
No, it could. The bullets are, like, self-contained.
Brr, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made.
Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yeah, everything this guy says is bullshit.
Just
Yes, Your Honor.
press him on everything. I went to the courthouse. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright.
I went to go see my dad. Are you sure that's your dad?
We didn't even get, like, a full thing anymore. Down the courtroom reserved for those trials, that makes sense. Went to leave, earthquake struck the tapper, and that's okay.
Let's try and prove nature wrong.
My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Okie dokie. Just then something heavy fell at my feet.
Press
That's
that.
weird.
Press that.
Where the fuck did that happen?
Also, I'm assuming it's the bailiff's gun?
What was it?
Yep. A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster.
That's a bad
Not
safety.
very safe.
Yeah.
And you picked it up. What happened next?
Picked it through Mr. Yogi.
Yeah, why would you throw?
Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it?
I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked.
I forgot how a gun worked.
So, you're saying that you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi.
The bear, yes. I was in a daze.
Wait.
The gun fired once.
No, check the court record for that incident.
Because I
didn't
think
say
it fired
two
twice.
shots.
2 shots.
2 shots.
Murder weapon was fired twice. 1 bullet found in the heart.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream.
Scream.
The scream?
Yeah, press on that. Oh,
Not the screen. You
Yeah,
gotta press
well,
on
yeah,
the.
yeah.
So your thingy. So you shot it once, but it said it went off twice. Well, that's funny. That's so funny. I think you're full of shit there, my friend.
Present.
Let's see what the gun says. Yeah, I'm just kidding. Oh, that's the gun from the other one.
Yep.
Nope, fired 3.
Well, yeah, that's from.
Oh,
was the
that's
Hammond.
Robert Hammond's?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the one in Gregory Edgeworth's heart.
That being said, it still has clear ballistic marks, and we do remember that ballistic marks are the fingerprints of the gun.
Alright, let's try this.
Are you sure you only had 1 gunshot?
Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
You know, those little mice.
I understood that reference.
They weren't mice, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file. One more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? Well, this is the case that actually needs that file. I don't accept this evidence. Unless you tell us what page it's on.
Number 2.
Yeah, this is number 2, right?
Yes, number 2.
Let me just check real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the victim data.
Okay.
Which page contradicts the testimony?
The victim data, Your Honor. Look at the victim's data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. Miles Edgeworth only heard 1 gunshot. Yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot?
Should have been fired before they were in the elevator. Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot?
Your Honor, as I'm sure that you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when the second shot was fired.
Bring out that photo, baby!
It might have been fired the day before the incident. There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
Unless there's a photo with a bullet hole in the elevator.
Wouldn't the,
Wait.
Court
wouldn't the
record.
bailiff have to keep like a record of every time they
Oh,
discharge
absolutely.
their weapon?
Mm-hmm.
This is Japan-Fornia.
No, this is...
It's the fucking Wild West
No,
out
this
here.
is Ace Attorney rules.
You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot had something to do with this case? Court record!
Yeah.
Bring up that photo. There's
Your Honor?
a hole in the wall.
I think I will be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible.
Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence.
That's what I do.
Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this case?
Yeah, goddamn right I do. Look at that.
Here we go.
Look at this photograph.
Oh, Nickelback.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago.
As I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
Show us.
Mm-hmm.
Is what he'll say.
So let me get this straight. This photo proves 2 shots were fired? Where?
Use your fucking eyes.
Yeah, are you blind, man?
Your Honor,
Yes.
please get a clue.
Look, okay, look right there.
You see that right,
Show the judge
there.
a contradiction in the photo.
Wee.
I feel like Dora the Explorer right now.
Dora,
Basically.
Dora the Explorer.
As you should be obvious,
Can
the
you-
contradiction is
Yeah,
here.
you should be like, is
I see a bullet. Hole in the door. I keep trying to make it go, but I don't think it's gonna work.
Thank you for saying my line.
Your Honor, I said you lied. Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet there is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone at Edgeworth fired the second shot.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? I know exactly what you're driving at.
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, 2 shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
But Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course, Mr. Von Karma.
I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try the case summary page.
The case summary page. That's on page 1.
Guess we should look at it. Alright, let's do it.
Air in elevator was oxygen depleted at the time. No clues found on the scene. Okie dokie.
He's going to say no clues found, as in no other bullet.
I mean,
We know where it is.
Look
At least
what
I
is-
know where it is.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had
My shoulder
indeed
hurts a little bit.
If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene.
I mean, it looked like it went through the elevator's window, though, so would it?
does have a point.
That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist.
Wrong.
The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Like a bullet. Like an unrelated bullet.
Order! I will have order! Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found.
Or was it?
It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired.
I can't wait to see your reactions.
I've already played this.
I know.
I feel like I already know what's going to
Not yours.
happen.
Yeah, me too.
I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim.
I think what happened was he threw the gun, everyone passed out from lack of oxygen, then Von Karma came in through the fire escape on the top of the elevator, shot the guy, and left.
No.
I think I'm right.
I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Yeah, how did this happen? I don't believe that second bullet didn't exist. Were I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident?
What are you doing, Nick?
What are you doing, Maya? Where's your sister?
Why aren't you raising an objection?
I'm sorry, Maya.
What?
It looks like I was wrong.
Nick?
If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing.
We have a bullet in our pocket.
No. You said you'd do it, Nick. You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent.
I said I wanted to do Edgeworth. There's a big difference.
Okay. I see how it is.
I'm sorry if you're confused. It's just when I saw the photograph, I thought the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won.
I thought I saw a putty cat.
I thought there was another person in there who was fired the dot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years.
15 slutty years.
Nick.
Maya.
Well, it seems that we have finally cleared up this incident. No, we have not. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth.
Precisely.
I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? What?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So you killed your father, though that was not your intention.
Yes, I did.
Oh no. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Right now.
Oh, hush. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? I do!
I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court.
With Larry.
There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words. If only someone else were here.
Mr.
I
Wright?
have an objection. Yes, I
Let's
do.
make an objection. Your Honor, I object.
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
On the grounds you're a bitch. Oof.
Nick?
Big oof. I don't know, this case is perfect.
It's not.
Oh no.
There's a hole in his case.
Grah! It must exist.
This is Mia.
Oh,
It
Mia.
must exist. This. Oh, that's you.
The second bullet.
Ah! Well, what? Am I a medium? What did you just say?
Nothing.
The second bullet must exist. But where? Why, it's in my pocket.
Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
Wait, hold on. I'm talking to my ex.
Oh, we never had a chance. Are you kidding me?
No.
Why do you think we're going for Edgeworth?
Oh.
Your Honor,
Hmm.
dude, that second bullet, it existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not.
Not really proof.
I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what
There you
happened.
go. There you go. But who?
The murderer?
The murderer? Well then tell us, Mr. Wright. Just who is this murderer?
You.
I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet?
Yeah.
But why?
Eh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright, especially because they're in an enclosed elevator. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that
Yeah,
bullet?
I'd find it.
They had to find it.
Yeah.
Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
Huh. What possible reason could they have had?
To frame a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
Or Mr. Yogi.
the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them was the bullet would be proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof?
Proof.
It was a special bullet, so they took it with them.
We fucked that up.
Is that the wrong choice?
No.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Eh?
Why would they only take one of the two shots fired?
So they could frame a 9-year-old. Oh, right.
I needed forceps to pull out that bullet. Mr.
Yeah.
Wright, have you really thought this through?
Barely, but I'm still there.
I'm going to have to penalize you.
He did not need it.
No.
This isn't going well.
Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
No.
Murderer didn't need it.
Why would the murderer have spent time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue.
What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
The murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Erk.
Had to take it.
Had to take it. The murderer? What does it mean?
You're thinking too normal. Think crazy.
Applesauce.
Don't think why the bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
I think we already were, but the game didn't let us.
Mr. Wright.
Your Honor? Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
Well, for instance. For instance, what? Maybe the bullet hit the murderer?
I'm sorry, what?
Wah, wah. The bullet hit the murderer.
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you?
Oh.
It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know, you would have to like maybe take a long vacation to recover from such a thing. Wait a second.
That is true.
Yeah.
I'm just talking off the top of my head, but what if this really what happened?
Well, let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer themselves was shot. And they left with the second bullet inside of them? Thus leaving only one bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yeah, I guess that's how it would work, yeah.
But there's a problem with that.
What happened to baby?
The two other people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean...
The murderer came from outside, yes.
Was there glass on the inside of the elevator?
That'd be a good question. The two men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside.
Okay.
The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside.
How did he get the door open? Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known.
I learned for the best, and or possibly worse.
I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
That's great, Your Honor.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it!
Shut up.
No one involved with the incident was wounded.
Shut up.
There was no murderer.
Shut up. Whoa, so you say there was no murder? It could have been Miles. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. Just like me. I can't think of anyone.
Hey, Nick.
Hey, Maya. Huh.
I just thought of something really crazy.
Oh, I bet you did. Crazy?
Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Barely.
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Carmel. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he'd taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock?
But took it because he was injured. Oh.
Which would mean...
I don't know what it would mean.
Angela's the killer.
You know what? That's exactly it. We're going to find out about that next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon for notifications. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, and feel free to check out some of our other gaming videos, our weekly podcast, Anime Yay or Nay, or our parody series, Madoka Magically Abridged. See you next time!